So we're going to talk about the price elasticity of supply. Now, basically, let's understand what it is. It's basically the degree of responsiveness of the supply for a good with respect to the change in price. So that's basically, we can describe it with two ways we can measure the elasticity of supply. That is the percentage change method. And the geometric method. So first let's look at the percentage change method. Now this is nothing but ES is nothing but the price elasticity of supply, which is the percentage change in supply of X upon the percentage change in the price of X. Okay, so now let's look at the geometric method. Now there are 5 situations in which this can be shown. Now the first one is when ES is equal to 1. Now basically the graph will be in such a way that if this is the quantity supplied and this is the price, then the graph will be a straight line starting from the origin, and this is the situation when the price is equal to the quantity supplied. So the second situation is when ES is greater than 1. Now in this case, the quantity supplied will be on the x-axis and the price will be on the y-axis, and the graph will be from the y-axis, which means that the quantity supplied is greater than the price. Now also we look at a second situation in which ES is smaller than 1, in which if this is the quantity supplied and this is the price, then the graph will start from the x-axis and it will be a linear graph, but the difference is that the price is greater than the quantity supplied. So now we come to perfectly inelastic supply, which is ES is equal to 0. Now the graph of quantity supplied and price will be in such a way that whatever the change in price, the quantity supplied will be constant. So for different levels of price, the quantity supplied will be the same. Also, for perfectly elastic supply, or in other words, ES is equal to infinity. It basically means that the graph of quantity supplied and price is such that whatever the price, the quantity supplied will be infinity, and thus the line on the x-axis and y-axis will be in such a way that it will be a horizontal line with respect to the x-axis. Thank you.